Excellent news. Okie dokie. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, there we go. Nope. Okay. Sorry, relearning controls. Just swapping between this and Elden Ring recently. Okay, what all do we have to do? Expose Saren is the main mission. Of course, we got a bunch of smaller ones. Some of these are off-planet. Deal with that later. That is nothing, so the only other one is signal tracking, which I can worry about later. Oh, nope. That's not what I want to do. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and take the elevator. I'm sure there'll be some fun conversations to be had.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break.
Oh.
Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm not just some soldier. I'm a Spectre.
Oh.
A Spectre? I heard they were thinking about letting humans into the ranks. About time. Well, that means you can go anywhere you want, right? Even out into the Traverse? My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
It's basically just a metal tube in space. Also, did anyone else notice that his eyes were peeking through his eyelids?
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
Yeah, I'll do it.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Well, great. Now I really have to look around. Just to be positive I'm not missing anything. I think I should still be good.
No, I'm...
Hey, Kohaku.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
How do you know about
Who
that?
told you I was a Spectre?
I'm a senior officer with the Alliance. I knew about your candidacy before the Normandy was sent to Eden Prime.
Makes sense.
My name is Admiral Kahoku.
Kohaku,
It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
That sounds like a really underhanded way of saying, like, I need you to go make some people disappear.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
Evidence disappear.
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area.
Oh no.
But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
Everyone looks at me and they're like, oh boy, our new Amazon delivery driver. Alright.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Yeah.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
We've tried to create organic environments back on the flotilla, but we lack the space for anything as grand as this.
Oh man.
Not too many people have free access to the tech.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
I don't know, Garrus. Or Garrus. I don't know, Tally. If memory serves correctly, the flotilla that does have a bit of space, not dissimilar to what we're seeing here. All right, well, talk to everybody I care to. Picked up a few missions. Dang. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna 100% everything, but I am definitely gonna look.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Man, I don't know if it's just because of the visual update, but Garrus, his suit looks awesome. And despite how different Talia is compared to how she normally looks, how she looks in 2 and 3, she looks great as well. Like, I don't think I gave this enough credit when I first started playing this, because I was so concerned with just getting back to where I was. But, like, this game, like, the technical leaps just to make it look more aligned with, you know, what we're used to, as far as, like, you know, Mass Effects 2 and 3, which were, of course, much bigger releases than the first one, are astounding. I mean, like, I think I mentioned this before, but why were you running, sir? There isn't really much of in the way of like a barrier with me talking about the first. What am I trying to say here? I played the first Mass Effect, and boy howdy, like the original Half-Life, I have no desire to go back to it after I finished it. I was like, that's a fantastic game. It was very fun. But yeah, I'm never replaying this. 2 and 3 on the other hand, different story. Oh, do you have something you want to say?
It never gets dark here. They keep the artificial sunlight.
The Krogan rebelled against the Council, yet they have a statue on the Citadel. And we Quarians still live as outcasts.
Well, I mean, they technically, quote-unquote, dealt with the Krogan. We have not dealt with the Geth by any means.
At the time the statue was built, the entire galaxy respected the Krogan. Now they're simply hated and feared.
I went fairly often when it was still the Arcos.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go anymore.
This is dead, actually.
Seems like all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
The Embassy Lounge isn't bad, but they don't have any decent entertainment.
Alright.
It's gone by...
Let's see. I need to get to... I can never make my way around here. No, I don't know how the heck to get out of here. Hold on. Citadel Tower, wards, Embassy HQ. I don't need to go back there. I don't need to go to the Emporium. Alright, let's just go to the wards, I guess. I'm sure there's a more direct way to get to where we're going from there. So, to the markets. And then from the markets, we can probably figure out a way to get out of here. Let's see. That's right, we have to get this. We have to get to C-Sec first because C-Sec Right, and that makes sense because everyone has to get checked out through that first. Makes perfect sense. Well, I could have sworn there was a terminal there, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, docking bay.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Good for you, Miss Wong. We sure hope you don't become an absolute sleazeball. God dang, there really isn't one.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
I mean, it would be weird to basically have
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
It would be very weird to basically have a babysitter as a Spectre, even a new one. And he's not really a babysitter, but that's kind of how it would be. Where I'm like, I'm a Spectre, I do what I want, but I still have a commanding officer on deck who outranks me. In the Alliance chain of command, anyway. That'd be very weird. What's going on?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There's more to
Come
this.
clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
You hid this from me. Well, we already talked about this.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me.
Ouch.
I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me, sir. You know what? Saren will pay.
Saren's not gonna get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Not on me.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead.
more.
Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara
I
Tassoni.
totally forgot
We
they were
have
related that
reports
way.
she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'll probably start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau
That's
cluster.
my last companion.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Has it
Your
ever
actions
told you,
still reflect
Anderson?
on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Oh my god. Has anyone ever told Anderson that he is very, very oily and glossy in this game? That's your job. Get over
I'll
it.
take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
I can't wait to replace you.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
This doesn't matter.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
That's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Is this just gonna keep looping?
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
It is looping.
I don't. Maybe he just likes the violence.
Yeah, it's just gonna loop.
Maybe he was just trying to make me look
The
bad.
only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
Stop him.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really.
They could have just given him command of a
but
different
you're the
ship.
one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Alright, let's start with these assignments. We'll start with Pharos.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Novaria.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Sure. And the Artemis Tower.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Alright, we out.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yeah, you will be here pushing paperwork. Because, I still don't... Ooh. Nice. I still don't understand why they couldn't just give you command of a different ship. Or, hell, if they're... Granted, the Normandy is fantastic for me. But if they're so... If they're like, well,
Stand by.
if you're not going to be...
Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom
He can
politics.
keep Normandy, and I can
Just watch your
or
back,
keep the
Commander.
crew.
Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their
And I just get a
block.
fresh crew, maybe also the Normandy, different. If it's, I mean, like, yeah, I would still like Normandy. But, like, Shepard is very clearly, she's very much in touch with everybody on the ship, so she's been with them for a minute. I think it's fair to say that Anderson has been with them longer. At least some of them. So, I don't know. Either way.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
No, we do things my way. Well, I need to be honest with them.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't gonna stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
The Council wants to ignore this.
That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity's in this alone. I'll go for hopeful.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. The Captain will be proud.
Not if we fail. He doesn't matter anymore.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the Captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Renegade, after all that, huh?
Commander.
Joker.
Something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the Captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Are you contagious?
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander.
Why?
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why? And no other character I've seen this so far with. Why is Joker's face giving me Gmod vibes with the way the mouth is moving? Tell me about your disease.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, I have absolutely no worries about Joker. I have all the faith in the world with him, even if you don't know much about his flying in the future. And he just has the right attitude. And of course, his skills have got to cash those checks that his mouth is writing. But so far, he's got the right attitude. Again, ignoring what happens in the future.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
These questions are more for the benefit of anybody who might watch this in the future, because I know.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Alright.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
So casual. Mr. Presley?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on
They're
the ship.
on our side.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Good.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Never turn away help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Sure, personal. Why not?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit, and those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Now you're here?
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Alright.
Carry on,
Tells
Presley.
you everything you need
Yes,
to know.
ma'am.
If you respect the captain, then this room. It's no office. I miss G.I. Jenkins. This is my room. I think. Nothing really to say. Shepherd. Shepherd. Sleep-a-pod. Alright, Kaden. What's good?
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal, why not?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Personal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Alright.
We'll talk another
Kind
time.
of strange
Lieutenant.
questions to be asking so soon after dust off, but okay. Nice. And this needs storage. This room will have a different meaning after
Yes,
this.
Commander?
Yeah.
Is there something you need?
We already talked about Caden. I think we already did the personal, but Shrosk.
How did you end up serving
I
on
enlisted.
Yeah.
But humanity.
Everything you made.
But there's something. Goodbye, Commander.
Moving on. Did all this, so it's time to take elevator down because I don't have stairs. God, I forgot this is how everyone's assigned in here. Not mistaken. Yep. I'm in zero, baby. Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
She's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on,
Makes
Adams.
sense why they have assigned Adams here, considering his varied or diverse history.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
300 years.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often, Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
Literally, I thought that was a slightly different way of asking the same question.
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Talk about the boys.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
That's it.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Sorry about that. Why did they turn?
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What happened?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, I bet they did.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Sorry about the pauses.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
what the causes.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since... All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created...
I want to talk about something
Like what?
else.
Oh, we're heading.
See you later.
Well, that was... partially my fault, for sure.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Yep.
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
I got you a bunch of them.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Pictures, perhaps?
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
New item.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Show me.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Keep this up. I might not be streaming for too much longer. I seriously underestimated how tired I would be today. Can't afford any of this. Not even stuff on the cheap end. Alright. I'll just finish talking to everybody and maybe finally get to the new spot and then...
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
True.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Tough.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
That's right. Get with it or get up. Nah, that'll be
Commander,
yours.
good to see you.
You're solid. You're solid. Oh, good lord.
Commander?
Oh, yeah.
What's your opinion of the
Kinda
last...
wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
Hey, what do you
No
mean?
offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Don't be ungrateful,
ma'am.
Ashley.
If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Hey, you couldn't know.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah, see the future? Sheesh.
What's your opinion of the
Kinda
last...
wish you'd... No
literally
offense,
the
I
exact
appreciate
same.
the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress
You did the
call.
best. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't
They
make
have
noise.
flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen
That's
again.
funny. Also,
Do you have
that's
a few
little
minutes to
evil
talk?
looking.
One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I
That's
wouldn't mind
fine.
talking more
Let's
later.
just...
Ma'am.
That's fine. I don't have to talk one-on-one. Just
Nice ship you've got,
slide into
Shepard.
the options.
What can I do for you?
Inquiry.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Big deal.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Shepard, you know it's not the
An
same.
infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
Shepard, you knew this.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Given what happened to you... Nice. Given what happened to your home planet, that's not really surprising. Whoa. Huh. I didn't realize that Normandy was haunted with ghost. Alright, click little save doodles. Let's go. Alright, zoom out. Oh, jeez, the sensitivity is high. That's the only thing that's here, so... Beep, beep. There's a few things out here. Sure, why not? Probably. Let's check out the asteroid and then we'll head over to where Liara is and call it there for now. here's the real question. In the world of Mass Effect, do we even bother going to any systems without their own Mass Effect relay? I kind of feel like the answer is no. See, you can learn all about different planets. I don't actually think there's... Unless you're told that there's something here, I don't remember there being anything. Like, of course, there's Eden Prime. We were literally just here. I feel like the alien world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Karen Mass Relay. Population was 3.7 million, which isn't a lot. Constant. Yeah, surface gravity 1.04. Jeez. Alright, let's check out the asteroid. Yeah, we're going there. Crimea River. Alright, let's check out the asteroid. Metallic asteroid originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. The increased development of Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary due to a shortage of funding. It was decided to mine out X-57 using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. Was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. They were lost. Fusion torches have reignited. Asteroids accelerating. So, okay. Right, of course. Sure. Why not?
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours.
But we can't do this now.
Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Alright, blow them up.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Great. Oh boy. Well, there's one of them. Shift speed! Oh, rip. How do I get out? Ooh! I have no idea how to get out of this. Shift definitely ain't it. Enter?
Heading out.
Q. Q's the button. I figured it out. Okay. Oh, Mendel. The victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot in the back of the head at close range. Surrendered only to be executed. Yeesh. And station logs. Service station 3 final entry. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listened to my warnings about a single point failure. So surface comms work half as well as they do when sludge shows up to relieve me. I'm going to see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Oh, rip Mendel. Sorry, sir. Well, you will be avenged. Let's go. Let's check the map real quick. Okay, so the first one is right there. And those are the 4? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, they're in a lot of trouble. There's the Mako's here, baby. can't just
headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn.
This one. Ow. Come on, shields, come back up. Boom. What's that? Bam. I'm guessing it's you. Prepare to open fire. We're driving at them straight on. 3, 2, 1. Take out this torch, I guess. Exfil, go, go, go. Go, go, go. No, wait, not quite yet. I see the question mark. I'm guessing another dead scientist, maybe a log or two. No. Where is this? Almost there. Good. Okay, well, we can't keep traveling vertically. Oh boy. Lord, where is this thing? Guess we're going to the top. Jesus. Very top, huh?
Huddle up!
Okay. This computer's filled with operation logs and personnel journals for small pirate music station operated by X-57 engineers. Most of messages, none of which appear to be recorded. Rocking this site since 2182. Just help me touch and I talk hard. Your last best hope for rock. There's an open text file, a personal journal of the station operator reads. Director wants to shut us down, says the music is too extreme and we're inciting the younger workers to riot and sleep with aliens. I asked if he was to talk to someone who heard about what we play. Ah. Interesting. Sure. Why not? Here we go.
Heading out.
No.
Form up.
There we go. It is shift. That but not crazy. Oh, weapon's hot. This is very clearly dangerous. I'll see how I can improve my equipment, but honestly, I can't really. Yeah, like you guys saw, it's too much. It's not bad. Don't care about the accuracy rating. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, I use this. Use the itch too. Sniper. Sure. Put some chemical mods on that bad boy. And for you, sure, why not? Oh, not done. Omni tool. Nah, that's pretty nice. Okay. Ash. Sure, why not? Sure, man. Why not? Right, quick save. Let's do this. Oh, it's the Batarians.
Batarians.
Check! I see, there's diplomacy was never an option, huh?
Release the Baron!
What the? Did they already try this trick?
Catching you up.
No can do.
Yes, can do. Get your butt out. Sorry, butt over there. Oh, I didn't mean to. You sorry son of a bitch. Oh, who's shooting me already? Oh, yeah, you know what? That tracks.
Rally round.
Point.
What's range for this nonsense? Flanking. Come on.
Heads down.
Man, he asked for it. I'll check out the upstairs in a second. Let's just look around here real quick, because I know there's stuff down here. It's an office. We have too much room. So I really should break down some of this stuff into Omnijaw. Problem is that I haven't exactly looked at everyone's equipment yet. Would have been nice to do that on the ship. That would have been smart. Ooh, hard to leave. Freaking Batarians, man. Seem to be clear. Just expecting trouble. Okay. Guess you can't open that.
Offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova. We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die. If I find out anything, I've gotta go. Good luck.
Dang. Should have brought Tally. The hell is this?
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
What were you thinking?
You can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Leave the fighting to me from now on. Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie, don't do anything stupid.
You better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay. Nice fast loading times, love that. Let's look around. Just there. I think I need to get to the main facility. Come on. You're exactly what I meant to do, and you're just not doing it on purpose. We'll go this one.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Just ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, looks like we are indeed on foot. Give us a quick save before anything else happens. Don't plan on getting my first game over yet.
Clear.
Oh! Second. I just remembered my second game over. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Right. Straight thing. Oh god!
Shields down.
Oh good.
Metagel deployed.
Stay down!
Over there.
Yeah, I get that it's dangerous. I'm trying to be careful about it. Genuinely. Should hopefully give me the cover I need.
I smell trouble!
Freaking Batarians, man. Ooh!
Target not acquired.
Not acquired. Get a hop on it. Freaking Batarians, dude. Trying to shoot me? Hands down. Stay down.
Eat this!
You show your face again. Really? Okay, that time was definitely on me. Jesus. You're trying to blow us all up.
I'm better now.
Freaking maniac. I'm better now. Yeah, I should hope so. There should be a way to turn it off. There we go. Freaking annoying that these guys are. They're getting on my goddamn nerves. You know exactly where here. They don't. They should. Drone. Two drones actually. Bust their chops. Ooh! Okay, you didn't use that right on us, did you? Good miss. Freaking anything. You have like no health. Stay down. Alright, deal. Oh. Keep that up. Oh. Be ripping me into one, and for that, for not doing that, I am eternally grateful. I'm not gonna shoot you, but you know. Dude, don't make me do this.
Fire in the hole!
What the? There's definitely an engineer back there putting these together. Come on. Don't understand how you work if all you're gonna do is fly by me. Answer my question. Ow. Oh god. You wanna shoot that? No? See that? This must be fun, guys. They're not shooting us at all.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off.
I'll go to the main facility.
Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Should I have gone to the main facility first?
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
The main facility. Okay. So, got a bunch of angry Batarians, which, you know, I don't want to oversimplify, but what else is new? Easy. Oh, we almost messed that up. You good? Probably not. See you, nerd. We can't run forever. Okay. Alright, to the main facility. We can't not go deal with that. I wanted to deal with that earlier, but what in a cards, I guess. Oh wait, yeah, this is definitely the wrong way. Let's see. Map. Yeah, we're gonna go deal with the main facility first. Two of them have already been taken care of. Considering the training, the matching uniforms and everything, this seems like it's an active state-sponsored terrorism, or, you know, espionage, whatever you want to call it. Good lord, with the amount of turns, it's insane. This will not be easy. Back to the wall every time. They really just said no solicitors and called it a day. On a moving platform, no less. I'm always. Oh, I don't. Oh shoot! I'm gonna get shot. There's no way. Yep. 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 Oh shoot, I missed it. Ow. Would have sucked nearly as bad had I not missed with my main gun. One out. Dealt with. Gotta make my move on the facility. Alright, we're still doing this. God, are these bunkers? So I'm gonna have a choice but to take out the third torch before doing this. Sorry guys. I genuinely don't have a choice in the matter now. bright side, if you can make a break for the exit, you're not gonna get immediately blown up by a rocket. So there's that. But I guess the same statement can't be applied to the Batarians inside. They would blow you up by a rocket. You have to get the hands stuff. Substance again. I'm just getting tired of this. No, it's just me. Damn. So many level ups. I've yet to really make use of any of them. Yeah, like I got 12 points. Ooh. Let's see. It's pretty good. Thank you. Like Spectre training is also really good. Let's see. With Spectre training, elite engages the access special training, health, accuracy, and effectiveness of all attacks and powers. Grants the Unity ability, which is good. And advanced Unity, which is a better version of that. Go figure. Yeah, I mean that just seems very useful. Hello. A single point over here. That. Yeah, well that's good, and then single point. I guess here. Yeah, advanced sabotage would be kind of nice. Alright. I'm pleased. You guys just get abilities out of nowhere. So, only available when using pistols. I cover that. No, I was not this bad at hitting the target before. Damn, gosh. Alright, problem solved. Alright. Advanced Unity. I think, yeah, we're as ready as we're gonna be. Yeah? More? That feels like abuse at this point. There. Show up. And dead. I hope one of you guys wasn't the ones responsible for training them. Because that must have sucked watching all that investment and emotional attachment go down the drain. much they can do against blasters. Oh, that. Oh, whatever. Huh? Genuinely not even a thing. Okay, interesting. It's really cool to throw that, but probably can't. Oh my god, with your rocket. Not again. Just rock him, sock him real quick. Come on out. You really don't want to get him shoot up. We're going to lose. Oh! Spoke too soon, clearly. Again, didn't really mean to do that.
Target not acquired.
Oh, hey, look, that's most of my... Jeez.
I've got a visual. Target down.
At least we took care of it. Freaking Batarians, man.
Think we're good, Commander?
Yeah, surprisingly. I can do this. Heck, I might even be able to do the other one now too. Not that I'm going back for it. I could now. Oh, shoot. Hardly paying attention. Okay. So, all down. I just need to find a key now.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Okay, sure. Let's talk.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
It's gone way too
This
far.
isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
It is up to you.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
Why fall?
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Literally, I think it's better if I just shoot him.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Quicker.
Balak will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
At least he's pragmatic. Unfortunately, he sounds like he's still very much a slaver, which is not great, but something something. If he gets taken out, then someone worse will replace him. Something something. So, I don't know. Just hoping he's not just a total. Nice. Just running a little low on those. Guess we'll shield ourselves one more time.
Good as new.
Okay. Map. No, he must have given me the key, otherwise I could have taken it off his body. And luckily, the way's already been paved for me. It wasn't even a song for the game that's currently on my mind now that I've found that little tune, but Super Mario, TCYD, Thousand Year Door, got some great tunes. Mass Effect has a lot of great ambiance music, but not a lot of music per se. Let's deal with this. Alright, y'all, at the ready. Probably not you. You can go shotgun. I'm doing this. Guess you're expecting a fight. God.
Form up.
On me, on me. This one's actually shooting.
Shield disabled.
Luckily, nothing shooting me in the back quite yet. I'm down. Hey. Did we both miss that? What is happening? Ashley, if you're gonna play that far back, you need to... Ashley, where the heck are you? There you go, switch over. So. Finally showing your face. Get some nice shots off of me. This facility being this large, but hey, you know what? I guess I'm not complaining. This is getting silly. It's actually pretty powerful. Like, okay. Oh, behind us. Yep, definitely behind us.
You good to go?
Oh no. Good, screw you. What you get for trying to flank us? And I see you. I think I don't see you. Screw you. Stay down.
Shields disabled.
Ow, 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 ow. Shoot. Holy moly.
Patching you up.
We definitely need to get out of that like yesterday.
Get down!
Yeah, I am working on that. Are you serious with this? Thank you, Ash. You're freaking pinned.
Get down!
Enjoy that gift.
Lost shields.
Oh, God. Oh boy. This might suck a little. Dude! Oh, actually, you just saved my life.
Good as new.
I take back everything I was recently saying about you. Hey, folks. Oh, God. Jesus! More? Why the... Okay. This is absolutely ridiculous. Why are they swarming us?
Lost shields. Here it comes.
Take cover!
Nope, that's not it.
Patching you up.
That's not what I wanted to do either, but you know what? Sure. What the? I asked you to pull out this. Granted, I didn't wait till you did that, but still. What are you? Absolute insane. Stay down. I'm pretty sure there's a grenade right on my feet. Did I get him? Was that him? Oh, shoot. I'm glad we found our way into here. It would have been a lot of trouble had we kept waiting. I mean, it has a cooldown. I would really rather have Caden up.
Send me back in. Now it gets fun.
On me!
Regroup. Got the high ground. Are we done? Is that it? Don't free them quite yet. Raid the station first. then we can free them. Oh, no, we're not done. Back. This guy, he's like right on. Oh, he's.
Die, human!
What is your deal? We didn't have to come to this, man.
You humans.
Oh, there's Balak. I'm gonna throw a grenade in your face.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
What are you doing?
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
Where's my dead body?
You don't get to leave, Balak. Not after what you've done.
What I've done? This is nothing compared to what's been done to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile. Forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
That doesn't make it right.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
I don't know. Can you talk him down? I definitely wasn't trying to. I don't know. I guess we just let him go to save the hostages. I want to get him, but I don't think there's much of a choice.
But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Oh my god, I'm gonna blow you up.
Area secured.
Guys? Area very much not secure. Oh my god, what the?
Warm up.
Nope, stop it! Huh? Oh, upstairs. I was like, where are you talking about? Yeah, it should be right over here. Got it. Good thing everyone takes a break while I'm doing this. Otherwise, this would be crazy. Alright, let's knock out shields and then I'll try to throw him. Leveled up again, baby. Really, the tree was giving them cover? Okay then. Get back up. I'm ready. Oh, damn it. Okay, y'all need to chill out and stop shooting me for a second. Oh my god, wait, I'm not gonna make it. Holy shit, I'm not gonna make it because I wasted too much time trying to kill these things. Dang it! Ugh. I'm gonna try, but I don't think I can make it. I have to run this perfectly. And I don't see myself doing that in 12 seconds. Especially with me getting fatigued. I'm literally just gonna run. Yeah, my luck with bombs is really bad. That explosion originated from me. Was I the bomb? Should I have been disarming myself? Lord. Okay. Well, let's get upstairs. They can shoot me all they like. The bombs are gonna kill me for sure. These guys only have like a 50-50 shot of killing me. Absolutely ridiculous, these guys. This guy, number one bullshit guy. Shield myself. Okay. Please, 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 get rid of him. I am being repeatedly shot. Okay. That's not great. Oh. Oh. It's fine. Okay. Get back up. Warm up. We'll deal with it slow, methodically later. Oh. Alright. Oh, I didn't even have to.
He left. Is that all right?
You should have stayed put.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
She's fine.
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
You think I should have let him blow up your friends? Sacrificed a few now to avoid possible deaths later?
What? No,
Nobody dies on my watch. Yeah, Balak might attack another colony in the future. If he does, I'll be there to nail him to the wall.
Ease down, miss.
Woof. What?
Anyone asks me, you did the right thing. They say otherwise, I'll set them straight. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
What's your Omni tool? Hey, yo!
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours, I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? You take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers.
Have you found them?
I came across a member of your crew. He didn't make it.
I see.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard.
Let's gotta look for that. Ooh, I can still reduce it. But yeah, that seems like a nice one. The Savant. Ooh, baby. Look at that. The Savant. Let's get these hostages out of here, I guess. What's up, nerds?
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Son of a...
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, Everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
Probably shouldn't have let the first guy go.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
There should go. Now
You've
that
been
you
through a
get
lot.
teary-eyed.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
But it might reward for my efforts. See you, nerds. Get wrecked. Alright, well, I don't know where the exit is. Either on this side or it's on the other side. Guess it's here.
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my...
Not yet. Can you
see if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the...
Take care of
Be well, Shepard.
Alright, I guess I'll look. So what else am I gonna do? Like, I have other things I needed to be doing right now. I already tapped into the transmission, but I guess I could try it again. Again. What the? Oh, right, there's that issue. Ooh. Suspension on these bad boys. Something else. Oh boy. Not exactly a smooth landing. Oh. I think that really is just going to keep us from falling faster. Oh, another one. Taking a beating, should still be fine.
Cover me.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think. Alrighty. Let's just escape by burning interiors without only being gunned down. Gunned down. It's crime. Is that it? What I'm staring at all the way over there? Like here's, and I'll still do that, but like, no, I don't need to do that. Oh boy. Oof. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, several new... Okay, cool. So, map. Let's get back. Where is it? Okay, we just checked that out. That must be it right there. We got that. I'm pretty sure we got that. Like, this should be it, I think. Because that's done. Did that. We just came from there. Unless it's Survey Station 3, which I'm going to check out first just to make sure. Save us a little time. Oh, wait. Check out Survey Station 3 real quick. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm almost positive that this is one of the ones I've already seen. Tire. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, gotta ask for that one. 100% sure how we're getting up here, but hey, we'll... Yeah, okay, so this is literally one of the first ones that I found. So it should be this one. Probably. What is... this sucks. You see that it is also my back right tire that is not going so high. Being really tricky. Ah, nuts. Should be it. I could be wrong. This looks like this is it. No body found so far. The east, huh? Used down on corporate drops near the main facility. Hell? Inside, inside. I see now. See your bright idea. I just realized as well. Doubled up. Okay. Can't exactly not have it on more in space, can we? Ooh. Almost. That's fun. Not great. Bullet is going crazy. Looks like we're traveling through an FTL jump right now. Oh, I know what happened to at least one of them. Huh? Oh, there it is. Why Maker's 4? Alright. I've discovered where the other two are. I can bring them back now, right? Yep. No, I found... Okay, that's done. I just came from there. The body was found there. This would be the only other thing. The service station all the way out here. I swore I already found that one. Well, I know at this point. Definitely probably better off using this instead. Oh boy. Where I was literally just. Times. Mission please kills her instantly. Excellent news. Soldier ally. 5 missions with the Alliance. Uh-oh.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Yeesh. Oh, that's harsh. Do the door right. Back off. Listen, all that. You'd be hard pressed to keep any of them alive. Ugh, just get me here so I can get off this rock.
Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall imminent.
Oh, no, no, no. Control stuck. I managed that. I'm still not 100% sure. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Moving out.
Just want to get through this so I can get out of here. Tired of this place. Regretting letting any libertarian live.
Say, Shepard. You didn't happen to
Yeah,
find
they didn't
any
make it.
by-
Yes, all of them.
Oh.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard.
That's it. We're done. Okay. Map. Return to Normandy. Yes, please. Get us the heck out of here. Okay, the asteroid has been brought under control. Once the progress complete, the asteroid will carefully maneuver the geoseekers orbit around Terra Nova. Terran terrorists have destroyed several amounts of work. Experts predict it can still open for business before the end of 2184. Which we are not. There's absolutely no way. Okay, actually, before I do that, save. Pop. Alright. I think that's not the worst place in the world to end it there. Alright. I'll pick this up, I don't know, maybe Tuesday. If not Tuesday, then this upcoming weekend. Alright.